Hi guys, how are you keeping? I think I've most of the updates that I usually end up doing when I come on done. I just have a quick check. There's some lovely comments actually on the website, and I have a few more updates to go as well. And I'm just gonna share that out. I just want to run through just two scenarios. I'll try not to keep this one. I'll try and keep this maybe under is that very loud? Is the piano very loud? Take it down a tab. I'll try to keep this one maybe a bit short because I'd like to have a video to be able to reference people back to, because I think if you were listening to the live stream yesterday, I got a small bit frustrated in the middle. But I think the thing in this case is there might be a lot of new people coming into it. And they don't know, like, they're after watching 30 minutes, an hour and a half of newer kind of content. Not newer content. 30 minutes, an hour and a half. That's my voice coming back. And it can be difficult to find some of the old stuff, and then it'd be frustrating for people to talk over it again. Michelle has really good ones as well, done on timeline and stuff. Oh. So I just want to run through what's more likely. I have some of my maps there. Jesus, it's amazing how it's amazing the amount of dislikes this stream gets before it even goes live. Thanks. I swear we're doing something bad. Hi, Victoria. Because I don't have much. I'm not going to go too much into the drama that was happening during the week at all. Obviously, Brandi shouldn't have said what she said, and Brandi will obviously know that. But in case you didn't know, Brandi wasn't there. Although we've already seen videos on that. So I'm just not too sure the purpose of it all. Like, what are people trying to say? That what Brandi deserves to have this happen to her? Is that it? Or, oh, Brandi spoke to her child like that, I'm not going to help her. Tough luck. That's what happens. Or are they trying to say that Brandi is somehow involved and the FBI car team, Fruitland Police, they're all lying. 3 independent witnesses, more because Brandi was on work. They're all lying. So I don't understand much. Like, what's the point in even... Brandi wasn't there. Anything that we're talking about Brandi were like that, we're going to be taken away from the fact that we're trying to find Michael. And I'm not watching a lot of that content, but I did see comments underneath one video, and it was just a disgrace. But it will all come back because Brandi was at work. It's going to come back on Tyler. And you'll probably see more videos in the next few weeks. It was like I was saying yesterday, you'll see videos on that stuff, but you're not going to see videos on the roads, the parks, the search efforts. You won't see any of that stuff. Hi, Anna. I know it's very frustrating, Victoria. Some of the stuff. But I want to have a look at it. Because I do get accused of having my head in the sand, which I absolutely don't. I've sat and done this on a live stream before. And I want to have a video to reference back to people if I get any more comments in the future, so I'm not as narky maybe with kind of new people who come in. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Laura. So I want to look at 2 scenarios. What is more likely? Tyler to be involved in this or an abduction? And we'll run through it. I agree. And that's all it is. They need to be careful there as well, because I was reading YouTube policies today just for myself. By the way, public records is absolutely fine. But what's not fine is putting up recordings of minors. And especially if you're saying if the opinion of the content creators is correct about what's in that recording, they're actually breaking the policies. So I'll be interested in what they'd say to YouTube if YouTube pulled them up on that, because YouTube doesn't take kindly to anything got to do with minors. Hi, Aaron. And again, what's all that stuff? There's going to be more of it. You're going to have more of it. Because this stuff is boring. To them, because it's not drama, it's not titillation. Laura, no, I don't need to. All I need is one monkey came out that door. So, there's 3 neighbours that saw him between 6:30 and 6:47. So, it doesn't matter what he had for breakfast. And I'm laughing when people are asking for what case do you have if the LE aren't telling you anything. and bar their statements, what do you have as a source other than the people who were there? So we have Monkey's house. That's the door he came out. That's the garage door. Yeah, Laura, go on, yeah. Go look at any other. Do you follow any other cases, Laura? Can you find me stuff where the police are saying anything on any other cases? The police have said he was seen on Southwest Street between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. If you read any of the statements, it's there. So Monkey comes out, but the first thing he does is he turns right. He's looking for someone to play with. He's an energetic kid. He's done this before. Calls to the first house. You can see all the kid stuff outside. There's no one there. They send him home. None of the neighbours watch him go in the door. He goes back up, calls to a second house. All neighbours said they thought he was walking back home. No one walked him back. Keeps walking up the road. This is the house, actually. And I've made a mistake here before, guys. But this is the house with the Ring doorbell camera. We can see it. This is from September. So this is just 2 months after it. And as far as I know, because I thought initially, I was like, this is going to capture everything. I don't know the sensor. I don't know when this goes off, when it doesn't go off. But I know from Brandi on Cats, was it Crime Lies and Lies? That he's not captured on that. And then everyone was like, oh my God, he's not captured on the camera, blah, blah, blah. But the problem with that is he knocked on the house east of that. Third house he knocked on. His scent was picked up here, going east. And a scent was picked up here. But let's look at it. Let's look at it. So this is after happening between 6:30 and I think the last sighting was 6:47. We'll say 6:45. We'll pull it back. Because I know in the last update, you see, the thing with the Fruitland police is all along certain people were, oh my God, we can only go off what they have in the statements because they took down 2 earlier ones, blah, blah, blah. Trust the Fruitland police. Trust the Fruitland police. Then when the Fruitland police release a statement saying that this is more than likely the highest possibility of an abduction, and when they basically called out people for going after the family, suddenly then, oh no, we no longer like the Fruitland police because they're not telling us what we want to hear. we're going to go on Twitter and we're going to call them Fruit Loop Police. So it's confusing. 1 minute you're backing your cops, 1 minute then you're no. I'm going off what the police and the FBI say. Monkey and 3 witnesses was last seen on the road between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. And I believe the last one was around 6:47. But we'll say 6:45. We'll say 6:45. So at 6:45, Monkey, what? He goes straight on home. He's in there straight away. 6:46, 6:45. We just put him straight in there at 6:45. And I'm not sure what the ideal one that they want here is. Is it an accident that somehow leaves no evidence behind, or are we going a murder route? I'm not sure. So if it's an accident, Michael comes straight in home, has some freak accident that leaves no evidence at all behind. Nothing. Tyler doesn't call an ambulance, doesn't call anything. He's like, oh my God, I need to get rid of his body. No. He's after ordering a pizza now as well before all this. Or are we going a route of Monkey comes back in home, it's some sort of premeditated murder? He just murders his son for no reason. And leaves no evidence behind. One of them, I'm not sure which one. But like all you need to do is walk through these things and you'll see how ridiculous they are. There's a problem here now as well because Monkey has flip-flops on. So Tyler won't drive out the main route because there's cameras here that he probably wouldn't even know about. I don't think anyone knew about because they were on the splash pad over here. That was the one that caught the 2 cars. So he's saying 2. One is getting to Snake River. I don't know, is he meant to be taking... I assume he's meant to be taking the car here. And again, leaving no evidence in the car either. Drive like a lunatic down here. Somehow... And I'll go through the search later, you'll see. Because, like, look at that there. You'd have to get right out in the middle. You probably wouldn't want to be on a bend either. Somehow get a body in there that's not going to be found at all in any of the searches. And the flip-flops is huge. I don't know what he's going to do with the flip-flops. He needs to try and... I said yesterday probably eat them. I don't know how else you can get rid of them. Because they'll come off straight away. Now, Tyler's back up here for 7:02, 7:03. So that's one option. I went through the last time this dirt road over here. And remember now, the further you go, you need to get back as well. You're under pressure to get back. And unless you, by the time you drove that road, drove down below, you're going to be seen by multiple people driving like a lunatic in a field. Eating into your time. And I don't even think you can get out over here. But there is another way you can get out, and I show you that as well, because I just want to show everything. Where am I saying? Right, that road. Sure, look, we're gone crazy. You might as well just drive through a barrier. Oh no, we're never going to get through that. Where's the road gone? Okay, so it's just behind that. Jesus, there's a barrier on the way. It's very inconvenient. And we're already in a ridiculous scenario here now, look. So, monkey's after having a freak accident straight away when he got home, immediately. That left no evidence. No blood. Nothing. Tyler, for some reason, has decided that no, he's going to get rid of Monkey rather than call an ambulance, call anyone. He's like, no. Or else, with no motive whatsoever, as soon as he got home, before Tyler's pizza came, he was like, I'm going to murder my son. There's another dirt road here, you can see. And you can see this as well in some of the photos, guys, or some of the early news footage, because a lot of the reporters were standing here. We went through that before. And it gives you an idea of the field in the background. I'm not sure those pieces of hay would have been there in July. This was September. But you can see it's not there. It doesn't look very drivable, but I'd say you could. Going to leave a lot of dirt on the car though. So we're going to drive down here. Remember now, we need to get back up. We need to be out and back up within 15 minutes. Even give it 20. So how fast can we turn out? Can we get out this side? No. There was a lot of water along here now as well. You can see that in the cameras. They drained all that when they were searching. So keep going down. You'll just probably pictures of them here now as well. Yeah, there's one there. Avoided all the farmers. There seems to be about 10, 15 people working in these fields. It's a big business though, it's a... Or will we turn down there? We already tried, we can't get out there. We'll have to keep going down, look. Keep going down. Say hi to one person. Come around the corner. This big mad dirt road. It's going to destroy your car. Come around here and look. We can get out. But remember now, we need to come back in the same way. What's the plan now? Like what would the plan be? Because we're already after giving up the easiest plan of the lot, going to Snake River. So it needs to be the greatest stash of all time. Somewhere, I don't know. All this whole place was searched, and you're not going to be able to. You've no time to go dig. This is horrible stuff, but you've no time to go dig a grave or anything like that. Because you need to be back. Your pizza's on the way. So you just need to, I don't know, truck him somewhere. Then suddenly turn around like a mad lunatic. Hi, Brandi. I'm sorry I'm talking about this stuff here now as well. I know it's horrible talking about your little boy like this. But the hay is always there, is it? That's a problem again. Drive back. Absolute lunatic. And you need to get back in here. No one's seen you. No dirt in the car. Probably need to put the hay back so as well, I suppose, do we? Get back in. Park a car. No witnesses, even though all these people are after seeing Monkey in the half an hour before, but they spotted nothing there. And get back up here to be caught on camera for 7:02, 7:03. And it's frustrating that, because I know people have looked into this who are creating some of the rubbish that's out there. And I know they're not talking about it because it doesn't fit. And I would just ask just people who are leaving comments, who are talking, just look at it. Just look at it yourself. That's all. I have a look at here now with the roads. So the other scenario is the FBI is telling the truth. The Fruitland police are telling the truth. 3 eyewitnesses have Monkey out here 7:15. 6:30, 7:15. We have his scent picked up here, going east. The Ring doorbell camera is down here. He's already passed it. I know there was kittens that used to be around here that he used to play with. And as far as I seen from the early reports, that his scent was here as well. We know he's travelled up to the splash pad before. He's already after knocking on 3 doors. He's looking for someone to play with. He's already after coming this far. I think it was around here. Could have been probably up a small bit more. But we have him here, so at 6:45. Let's have a look at Fruitland. Oh my god, I didn't know that. I'll update that there straight away. What's on the... Is it the footer, is it? Could you let me know the page? Might be the footer. I'll get a change there straight away. Thanks for that. I know I said it a few times as well, guys. This looks slightly different on your phone. Definitely have a look on your phone, because when you're on your phone, you're zooming in here. The only things you're seeing is the schools and the green Castle Park over here. It's kind of like this with Castle Park in there. So here's Fruitland. These are the main roads that I've on. I have the traffic on out here to show you how fast you can get out of there. Look, live traffic. And again, that interstate highway can take you anywhere. Like looking at that now, if you're going to take a child, if you're going to snatch a kid, you want to take someone on that line. Of course you do. So we have that. We zoom in. We get a straight flying road into Fruitland. Look at that. Few houses, no built up, no cameras on that on the way in. What's the first thing I get when I come in? An elementary school, a middle school, a high school, tennis courts. What's that? Baseball, running track. Unintentionally, obviously, but Fruitland have shoved all the kids, the whole school district, down south within touching distance of the road. Seconds. So this screams kids. I speculated a few times about what dragged the person in here. Was it someone on their way home from work? Did they like going this route because they get to see some kids? Was it a tourist? Or was it just tactical? Someone like, this is the perfect area where I can get a kid. And if you want to Google, if anyone can find something on this, something similar to a better location than this, I'd love to know it. I've asked people, no one can give me one. It's ideal. You have this green Castleview Park over here inviting you to click it. It probably looks like this on your phone more so. So you're like, what's this? I'll have a look. There's the pictures I showed a few times. These pictures are uploaded the same month Monkey went missing. There's wet kids playing a splash pad. It looks like they're unattended. They're probably not, because the guy took the picture. He has a second one, even creepier one, down below. So put yourself now in that. I know it's hard. Put yourself in that mind frame. You're like, where do I want to get a kid? This is perfect. One, if I want to just snatch one. Two, if I definitely drive that way on the way home from work. Of course I will. I get to see where I'm looking for a few kids. I do lean towards it being scouted beforehand rather than someone coming home from work, and I'll show you why there. Because we know there was a person walking up around Castleview Park who was unidentified. And look at the pin here. Doesn't it look like it's just back a bit? Like, you very rarely use this one on your phone. I don't even know. The option was definitely there, yeah, alright, but you'd be like, oh, I'll go up the back there. Go up the back there for a look. I'm going out now. Need to go in. So this is us coming in. Am I going the right way? I was going to move myself a small one. I'm going the wrong way. No wonder. Oh, that's annoying, the way they're using the back of the camera. I wish they put me on the other side of the road. There's a lovely schools. We're on the other side of the road. Oh, look, park. School buses. Gosh, you're going over there so fast, aren't you? Right, go on. I want to go in and have a look at that park. Right, there's our park. And we're a creep. So we don't want to drive straight in here. We're not looking on the map. It looks like there's walkways at the back. There is walkways at the back. We've seen them. You can see the splash pad there. So we're like, I'll drive up around the back there and have an all look. And we know the FBI and the police were interested in this area up here as well. Someone who was spotted up here, who hasn't been accounted for. You can see all the walkways down to the park. It's that camera over here that caught out on the road. That captures a bit of a... And there's some more walkways down here. See, little walkways down to the park. And I imagine before all this, like especially if you, like it's hindsight's 2020, but especially if you kids close to the park, if you're living on the back here or the back here, you're like, yeah, it's just like going out your back garden without realising that they're just seconds from being gone. So he's up here, he's coming back out. And he's about to turn left to go out. Or potentially somebody on foot as well. Because we know there was someone on foot up around here. And right now, at this point, he's here. He's one left turn and one right turn from being out of there. What's he looking at? He's looking at the corner, or he's looking at coming towards him, a little boy. On his own. You can see here how shielded you are. There's one house way up there that will have their front door on you. Back window there, but like on a compared to everywhere else inside this estate. Big trees blocking the views everywhere. Trees blocking the view there. And that's it. That's what I think happened. And I hate even looking at that spot. It gives me the creeps. I know. I can't imagine the family and stuff driving past it every day. So if someone is coming into that area, if someone is going up the back of that park for a look, we know there is a period of time in the day where they will have sight of Monkey on his own on a corner. Tyler, I believe it was around 6:50 because the pizza was on his way. He was like, he's very quiet. I'll go look for him. Next thing, he's not in the house. Starts to panic. Starts searching the house. It's up here at 7:02, 7:03. This is where he calls Brandi. Runs back down to the house. Brandi leaves work. Her friends seen her face. Were like, "Jeez, get the hell out of here." And I think by the time Brandi gets back, the police have been called. They're only around the corner. They were there by 7:20. So look how tight that timeline is. We don't have 3-4 hour gaps. And I know people were upset with the fact that they've put in their posters last week, 6:30 to 7 o'clock, because they want that to come forward a bit. They want that to come up. Been ridiculous questions I've heard Brandi being asked before on panels about, were you talking to him at 3 o'clock, blah blah blah. They're trying to get it because you need hours for this. Hours. And like, part of me is, it's like everyone, I haven't talked about the neighbours much, but part of me is angry at them. Part of me feels sorry for them because I think it could happen to anyone. I think you need to be so careful with kids, with women. If you're dropping your girlfriend home, your mother home, your nan home, don't take your eyes off them till they're in that door. But then part of me is like, what if they didn't see him? Like, imagine they didn't see him, what people would be saying now. But they did. They did. No, sorry, I wasn't paying. I was caught up there on the map. I wasn't paying too much attention to the chat. No, it was in July, Lynn. If you sit on Willie Drive. Oh, that's what I was talking about the last time. That's the one that scares me, to be honest. The car being there, being lowered down here by foot, because then you're not capturing anything, and then you know as well that this is set up. That this is what they're there for. It's not some impulsive guy on the way home from work. This is targeted. Oh my god. that tore my stomach a bit, I'm not going to lie. Look at that, guys. It's gone. Right, let's have a look at the I know now, guys, I know there's some of you that's have seen this 100 times, but I just need a video to go back or to reference back. But let's have a look at the search. Because hi block, how's things? Down here, Brandi, is it? That gap just sunk my heart there, but and like, look, guys, look at the just look how unlucky he was. Look at the amount of unfortunate circumstances here that just collided, and that's exactly how these things happen. Like the roads, the Lincoln, no cameras, schools down the end, the park, him slipping out, 1, 2, 3 neighbours not watching him go back. And there's loads of other things I guarantee that could come into play as well that would have stopped. And that's someone questioning the guy who was walking up there, or someone pulling someone who was out here. You wouldn't. There's actually what, you one house. I'm going to go through just so I have them in this video, because it does happen where people will come across this case and they'll be like, oh, did I check the neighbour's house, or did I check the field? This is from August the 4th, so not long after. So to begin with, we are just beyond 1 week mark since our search for a missing and endangered 5-year-old Michael Joseph Vaughan. I have to tell you, I spent my entire childhood in the neighbourhood where Michael went missing. My children are growing up here. My law enforcement partners are mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, children are just like Michael. We are all in and we are committed to finding Michael. And they were, the whole Fruitland police community, they were amazing. You can see it all, guys. If you go back and filter the name and just go through the dates, and you'll see this happening from there was news reports every day. You'll see it. I'm just going to show you just two here. Well, this and one other update from him. As you know, Michael was last seen near his residence in Southwest 9th Street at approximately 6:30 on Tuesday the 27th. The first missing and endangered child alert went out at 8:20, with 4 different alerts to email, phone, blah, 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 until 11:20 that night. Since the time of notification, the Fruitland Police, FBI, Idaho State Police, with assistance from the Bose Police Department, and 13 different Idaho law enforcement agencies completed methodical and thorough searches. The search has included nearly 200 resident homes, properties, and interviews with all the residents. 5-year-olds can get into things. We looked through nearly 200 garbage cans, drainage canals, irrigation ditches, pumped septic tanks in the area that had a makeshift 2x6 wooden lid. We have gathered over 60 different video files from residential and business security cameras and continue to go through the data as we speak. To date, we've received 163 tips. They've been assigned follow-up. That's got up now. We have conservatively, this is a week now, guys. We have conservatively estimated the number of man hours in law enforcement agencies to be in the 2,500 hours range. This doesn't include our fire, EMS, search and rescue partners, or the hours put in by volunteers in our community. I have never seen a police presence like this before, and on behalf of Michael's family and the citizens of Fruitland Police, I sincerely extend our thanks to all the chiefs, sheriffs who have come to our aid, providing manpower, resources over the last weeks and in the weeks to come. Goes on about Southwest, thanks to neighbours because they're tearing their houses apart and their neighbourhood. But they were like, do it, whatever you need to do to find this boy. Our search and rescue efforts include the assistance of our citizens from the night Michael went missing to present. I thank you and ask you to continue to search your property. Again, a 5-year-olds can be crafty and get into small places. Since notification, we have conducted an exhaustive ground search employing the Idaho Fish and Game, Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue Team, National Centre for Missing and Exploited Children, both Fruitland and San Hollow Fire Departments, and coordinated search efforts by citizens. We have methodically and thoroughly searched over 3,000 acres of farm ground with multiple certified canine teams. They flew dogs in, guys. They flew dogs in that night. Drone flights will continue along with riverbank searches by boat. This morning, the search continued into the area below Southwest 8th Street, where some heavy foliage was removed and specialised canines deployed. In the near future, a dive team scheduled to search ponds in the slough. Remember I was telling you about those little slough areas. Our intensive search and rescue efforts will continue as long as we have resources available. Okay, so that now I'm going to go to what he said about just the search part. Just kill my piano for that one. Just going to play a little bit of this. I think I have a pause there. He's just going to talk about the search, and now we're gone up to November. But I wanted to show you how much they had done after 1 week. How many agencies were involved, the ground that they covered.
Brandi, Tyler, Michael's family, and the law enforcement officers working day in and day out to find him. I want to express my sincere thanks to you all for being here and covering the updates that we have for you today. The search for Michael will not stop until he's found, and the search remains very active. As I've said to the public, the effort may look a little bit different from time to time, but those of us in law enforcement leading the search and the investigation, Michael's on the top of our mind. He's our top priority, and finding him is an intense daily part of our lives. Michael Joseph Vaughan was last seen near his residence on Southwest 9th Street at approximately 6:30 p.m. Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. The first missing and endangered child alert went out at 8:20 p.m. with 4 different alerts to email, phone calls, text messages being issued to the area residents until 11:20 p.m. that night. Michael's image and information went out to law enforcement nationwide and a database called the National Center for the National Crime Information Center, and Michael has also been entered in the State of Idaho Missing Person Clearinghouse. From the time of notification, an exhaustive search effort and criminal investigation began simultaneously. So our ground searches are based on the highest probability that Michael may have wandered off, potentially gotten hurt, stuck in an irrigation ditch, a swimming pool, an outbuilding, an old appliance, a junk vehicle, anywhere a 50-pound curious boy could hide himself. We wanted to make sure that all the ground within a 1 to 2 mile radius from Southwest 9th Street, where Michael lives, has been searched by residential homeowners, professional searchers, law enforcement, and specifically trained canines. And not just one of these groups, but by all of these groups. As such, we've been conducting these searches continuously, even up to this week. On Monday of this week, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue with specialty canines and the Fruitland Police Department.
July, August, September, October, November.
Conducted searches in the front and backyards of nearly all the homes on Southwest 9th Street, as well as another large acreage off of Northwest 1st Street in between Nevada and Highway 95. On Tuesday, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue with their specialty canines, with the Fruitland Police Department, the Idaho State Police, who had a drone in the air, and the FBI, we methodically searched the farm ground to the southeast and southwest of Southwest 9th Street. Combined, we searched close to 1,000 acres this week. Why would we continue to search areas that
That's another 1,000 acres 4 months later.
have been searched multiple times before? Well, because we haven't found Michael yet, and conditions change. So further, you can imagine going home every night as a law enforcement officer wondering, did we miss something during that search? Michael, Brandi, and Tyler and the community continues to count on us to keep up the search, and that is why we continue to search. And I've said from the beginning that as long as those resources are available, we will continue to ask for them. Remember that a criminal investigation, that happened at the same time a notification as the time that Michael went missing. And due to the fact that we've conducted multiple searches using every tool available to us with no success, it increases the possibility that Michael was abducted. From the beginning until we find Michael, we're considering every possibility and following up on every lead developed, every tip that comes in, and the total number of tips that
Charlene, that's Brandi next to him. Yeah, Brandi's in the chat there. She's commenting just underneath your comment.
we've received to date is over 557. The majority of those tips have been cleared by investigation. The others are currently being worked on. Word of our search has gone worldwide, and tips on where he might be have come in from literally around the globe. Thanks to resources available to us again, every tip, regardless of how many miles away, is going to be followed up on. We're committed, and we work together to support each other. Every day we come to work, we work through the exhaustion. For investigators, there's always highs and lows. Each day we go through these highs and lows, and but what I can tell you is, I can tell you with certainty that the Fruitland Police Department and our law enforcement partners are using every resource available, and we'll continue to look into every possibility until we know exactly what happened. We're steadfast in our commitment to bringing Michael home safely. I want to thank each and every search member, the search teams that have been out here, and each and every investigator for their time and expertise and the commitment they've put into helping us bring Michael home. We also want to emphasize Michael's family, who continues to be fully cooperative, working closely with us on almost a daily basis. We ask the community to continue to respect their privacy. As for the reward for Michael, the reward for Michael's safe return remains in effect, and it's increased. The amount has increased to $50,100, and that's for anyone having information leading to the safe return of Michael, and that'll be available until March 31st of 2022. I should also note that Michael's family has made considerable contributions to this reward fund, as have members of the community. And every donation that we've pulled in has been appreciated. I'm going to continue to update our Facebook page periodically during the course of this investigation. I'll continue to do so if we have some significant developments, and our efforts to keep the community informed as the best we can. And so with that, at this time, I'd like to introduce Michael's mother.
Do you know what, guys? The last two times I played this, I cut her off kind of her. I didn't play Brandi's. But I think I'm going to play her, given the week that was in it. And I had no YouTube channel at the time. This is back in November. And I remember watching this. And I remember thinking, I wish I could do something to help that mother.
Brandi is representing the Vaughan family today. and she would like to give a statement. So, Brandi.
Hello, everyone. I want to thank you for all being here today. My name is Brandi Neal, and I am Michael Joseph Vaughan's mama. I am here before all of you today on behalf of my family to speak about Michael. As much and everyone in our family wants to be up here in front of all of you today, I am here to speak on all of our behalf. I am here to ask you all. I'm here to ask you, please for your help. I am here to ask you to please keep Michael's face, his name, and his story in every one of your hearts, your eyes, and your minds. It has been 115 days. 115 days. He has not been home. And we need every one of you. I need you. I need your help to bring my baby home. I need you to see his beautiful smile. I need you to see how happy he is. That smile was one of our most favorite camping trips. He got to see his first beaver dam, and he got to catch so many frogs that day, and he was so excited. His beautiful blue eyes. He was so happy that day because I promised we would go get ice cream cones. And he laughed so hard because his baby sister got to have her first ice cream cone, and it was everywhere. We got to play at the park that whole day. It was warm, it was sunny, and we played catch. We played football until it got dark. I need you. I need your help, please. I need you to know how much Michael is loved. I need you to know how much he is missed. Our family is broken without him. We miss his laughs, his smiles. We miss his hugs. I need you to know he is such a sweet, fun, exciting little boy. He brings such joy and love to our family and everyone that he knows and that knows him. Michael has a laugh that is beyond contagious. You can't help but smile and laugh when you hear his laugh. We need him home. I am asking for your help. I am asking for everyone's help. Please, please, if you know anything at all, if you know something, please, I am begging. This is my baby. This is my son. I need him home. I want him home. Please, I need your help to bring him home. I want to thank all of the community and the extended communities and everyone who continues to keep Michael in your thoughts, in your prayers, and in your eyes. Please keep sharing his picture. Please, any information to help bring my son home. I want to thank the Fruitland Police Department, the state, FBI. I want to thank all of them for their continued support. They have become family, and they are his son too. So please, please, please help me. Please help me bring my baby home. Please keep us all in your prayers. Anything, please help. Please help us bring our baby home. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandi.
I'm just going to play one more video before I go, but going back to what I was saying earlier on, and first scenario, all that other content that's going around, it's nonsense. Like, just call her out. Just call her out. Stop clipping up those audio clips. Just release the whole lot. Get it over with. I know there's more there coming. I've heard some of it. Or stop being a coward and talk about it. Try to fit in your scenario. Because it's ridiculous. You're not going to hear you're not going to hear people talk about Castleview Park. You're not going to hear people talk about the roads, about the schools, about the 3 eyewitnesses. Come out and say that the FBI care team are lying and are wrong, and you know better than them. Come out and say you know better than the Fruitland police. I thought Trixie's there. I don't know if you're here or she'll probably catch her on repeat. I want to play. Do you know what? No, I just want to show you the video clips. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Good luck. God bless. Hopefully next week's will be cancelled because he'll be home. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining in the chat. Thanks for being kind and respectful. Good luck. God bless.